From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN Noon News.
Good afternoon and welcome to your MTN Noon News for this Friday. I'm Hailey, Monaco. Well, it's been almost a week since the water crisis began at the Montana State Prison. And according to the Department of Corrections, they're in the process now of getting water to some of the affected units as they begin the work of replacing aging infrastructure with new, modern water and sewer systems. According to a press release, all MSP inmates have access to portable toilets, receive water, and as of yesterday, had the opportunity to take a shower. MTN's Gabrielle Cleveland spoke with an inmate at the prison about life since the water issues first began.
6 or 7 bottles of water, like maybe what you're supposed to drink per day, but they're not like factoring in like every other thing we have to use that for.
I spoke with an inmate at the Montana State Prison whose identity we decided to conceal. He tells me what the prisoners use the water they are given daily for since the water problems began on October 10th.
We have to use that to brush our teeth, to wash our hands, to like take a shower, like if we need to.
Montana State Prison told me inmates are given 7 bottles of water a day. There's 15 hand-washing units dispersed through the security compound. The Montana State Prison has had an ongoing water crisis for nearly a week now. We've been keeping you updated as the issue continues, but Nicole Gomez from Catalyst hears about it daily.
We started hearing from family members who were worried and afraid for their loved ones. For the last 7 days, they've been describing conditions without running water, including limited drinking water, unequally distributed water bottles that folks have to use for both, have to ration for both drinking and hygiene.
Nicole Gomez Padalano is the Justice Initiative Director at Catalyst Montana, a nonprofit community organizer group that's been connecting with people who have family at Montana State Prison.
Families' biggest concerns for their loved ones right now are hygiene, health, and safety. They're worried about infection, dehydration, and the mental toll.
There are now 153 portable toilets and 43 portable showers at the prison for 1,600 male inmates.
What I heard from a family member yesterday that they are shower tents, so they are outside in the snow and people are having to shower in those conditions. What people are describing are not just uncomfortable conditions, they're unconstitutional and a dereliction of duty.
In Bozeman, Gabrielle Cleveland, MTN News.
As the government shutdown stretches on, its impacts are expected to reach local storefronts. And MTN's Justin Robichaux spoke with the Great Falls Development Alliance about what resources they offer to help businesses stay on track.
The Great Falls Development Alliance is stepping up to the plate by providing help for businesses affected by the government shutdown.
A lot of folks don't know that at GFDA we have a lot of business tools and services that are applicable during a shutdown like this, but also anytime.
GFDA representative Jay Clark explains one of the services they provide for the shutdown.
Our Small Business Development Center advisors are available for free, and we are working through the shutdown. This isn't an affected area. And so that program is still available here at GFDA.
Clark adds GFDA offers assistance for businesses that are having a financial hardship.
If this shutdown does last a while, that we can step in and help with is our lending tools. So this is a specialized situation, and we have specialized lending that can help businesses see through a short period or even a longer term period depending on what their business need is.
GFDA isn't alone in business assistance during the shutdown. The Great Falls Chamber of Commerce can also lend a hand.
If there's things that you need help with as you're trying to maneuver these waters and we can be assistance, we'd love to be assistance. Just know that we might not have the answers, but we might be able to give you someone who can help you.
Brown emphasizes businesses need to be ready whenever a federal government shutdown happens.
I think the important thing I want to give businesses and individuals message is just be prepared for the next one. This isn't going to be the final time something like this will affect us.
We have a link to these resources on our website. In Great Falls, Justin Robichaux, MTN News.
Temperatures cooler in western Montana where clouds out ahead of a cold front are holding readings back to the 30s and 40s. Missoula, Hamilton, Polson up towards Kalispell. But in the eastern plains, sunshine and temperatures are already hitting the 50s, even down the east slopes of the Rockies. But now, I want to show you, this is compared to yesterday. We're running anywhere from a couple of degrees to 12, 15, 16 degrees warmer right now than we were at the same time yesterday afternoon. So definitely seeing the temperatures on the rise, but also seeing those wind speeds on the rise. Some of the wind gusts have already been hitting close to 60 miles an hour in Cutbank. Saw some stronger winds around Livingston as well. The forecast details coming up.
This afternoon, a warning from Montana law enforcement as opioid overdoses are on pace to hit a record high this year. Now, the Montana Meth Project is tackling this new wave head on, expanding its mission through powerful classroom lessons and prevention campaigns. MTN's Vanessa Willardson shows us how these efforts are giving students a real look at the danger.
When it comes to the youth, its access is getting easier.
Opioids are seeping into some of the most vulnerable populations in Montana.
As the drugs are being offered to them, so too prevention must be offered to them at a younger age, and stirring those conversations with 7th and 8th graders, whereas a decade ago we would focus on 9 through 12.
The Montana Meth Project is partnering with Red Ribbon, the longest-running national drug prevention campaign, to campaign against these substances, and it's starting in the classroom. To participate in the Red Ribbon contest, all teachers have to do is show this video to their students.
Teens turn to illegal pills and drugs to relieve anxiety, be part of the crowd, or just because they're curious about how it might make them feel. Sadly, people are losing their lives.
Students sign a hashtag not even once, hashtag one pill can kill pact. And as extra incentive, they are entered into a drawing to win a free Labubu.
We're super excited to stir some conversations, stir some enthusiasm.
Billings Emergency Services responded to 140 fentanyl overdoses last year, but those were just the ones reported.
People are afraid to call 911 because it's a drug use issue. And so they feel like they're going to be penalized, and we don't want that. We want them safe.
The fight against these substances could start right in your own home by taking away the temptation.
What we're starting to see with just opioids in general is some prescribed opioids that are not destroyed, and that's where some of the youth gets a hold of those, the teenage groups and the early 20-year-olds, that find those medications.
In Billings, Vanessa Willardson, MTN News.
You never know how your day can change in a moment. A simple trip for coffee at the town pump turned into a life-changing event for two people. MTN's Cassidy Powers shows us how one man literally jumped into action to help another.
It's like something out of an action movie. Take a look at this crazy video town pump employees sent us. And no, this guy is not James Bond's stunt double. But to find out why he is jumping into moving cars, let's rewind back to the start. Have you ever experienced anything like that?
Definitely not. No, it was pretty crazy.
Marcus Cluin is a Bozeman kid. He recently graduated from Montana State and got a job at First Security Bank, conveniently located across the street from the town pump off 19th, where Marcus is a frequent flyer.
Town pump all the time. Got to get my fix of caffeine, But
last Monday, Marcus stopped into the casino. What he saw when he left?
Basically just walked out, and then I see this car kind of going around in circles, and at first I thought it was just somebody doing donuts in the parking lot to be fun or whatever.
In reality, town pump employees tell me a regular customer of the casino got into his car, started it up, then had a seizure. As you can see in this video, losing control of his body and the car.
Then it just kept going and going, and I was kind of freaked out, so I kind of walked up to see what was going on, and it looked like he had fell out of the vehicle there.
The man fell out of his car during this medical emergency. The car miraculously reversing in circles around him, never hitting the man or Marcus's truck you see in this video. When Marcus realized the severity of the moment,
kind of just natural instincts to jump in that car, slam on the brakes, and try not to escalate the situation any further.
After stopping the vehicle, Marcus ran inside and employees called 911. EMTs were fast to the scene, and according to Town Pump employees, the man is still recovering but doing okay. Curious to see Marcus in action, Town Pump employees checked their surveillance footage.
What were you guys thinking when you watched that security footage back?
I was terrified, to be honest.
For Hunter Hash, district manager of this Town Pump casino, he may not have been there during the incident, but he knew this story needed to be told.
It just was one of those things that didn't turn as south as it definitely could have. So we wanted to make sure that, people knew that there are people out there that can act like Spider-Man and jump in a car and save somebody.
For Marcus, he hadn't seen the security footage until I showed him.
Kind of crazy. I didn't honestly realize the car was going that fast, so... yeah, I don't know, just kind of blacked out during the whole thing.
And I had to ask,
what was it like jumping into a moving car?
Never done that before, so that was the first time, but, banged up the ankle a little bit.
Despite the bruised ankle, Marcus tells me he feels there's a reason he was there that day.
I like to kind of thank God for putting me in that position in the first place, just being there at the right place at the right time, and I just think of myself as like a guy who's just trying to do the right thing. Feels good, though.
In Bozeman, Cassidy Powers, MTN News.